You know what? What do you think of that? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. I am, of course, your host for Weeaboo Wednesday, Kingu. So, welcome to the show. Weeaboo Wednesday is, of course, when I steal anime-related news and video game stuff, all that weeb crap that you guys love, turn it into a video and make you watch it. And you know what? This week, we got some pretty cool stuff coming out. The first thing to talk about is going to be Funimation Con. I talked about this as if it was going to be a complete waste of time. They weren't going to be able to do anything cool, but surprisingly enough, they were able to do something pretty unexpected. Decadence and By the Grace of God are two anime that were supposed to premiere, well, today. The day that this goes up should be the 8th. Now, they premiered them at Funimation Con early, before the Japanese broadcasts even. That's pretty cool, I guess. That actually happened this previous weekend, so being able to get them out a couple days before their preview is pretty cool. It was a free event, so it's not like you had to worry too much about paying for it, and I guess it was a nice way to get people to come and see that I guess you could buy whatever pop figures from their website for cheap that day. Whatever. Marketing strategies aside, it was still a pretty cool little thing that they did. This is pretty cool. So Pudomea, which is a movie that was really awesome by Trigger, really cool animation, very cool art direction. They are celebrating a year anniversary of the movie being a thing by doing a cross promotion with Sanrio. Yeah, Sanrio is the company that of course does Hello Kitty, Gudetama, and many other Japanese pop culture idols essentially. But yeah, so there's going to be this cute little cross thing where they're going to do a bunch of merch for Pudomea, but the art is going to be in the style of the like little twin stars. So it's very cutesy, and it'll have Leo and your boy Gallo on the merch with the little twin stars, I think, as well. They haven't revealed the merch yet. It's going to go up later this month, and it's going to be specifically at a Sanrio store in Japan, but I'm sure you'll be able to order it online as well. Still pretty cool and cute to see something like that, because I love that movie. Capcom, Bandai Namco, and NetherRealm all pulled out of EVO Online, thus thoroughly canceling the event. EVO Online was essentially forced to completely implode on itself once some sexual misconduct allegations came out about the co-founder of the organization or whichever. Yeah, I don't know the full details, but essentially within 24 hours of these allegations, the companies behind a lot of the games that they were going to have there decided to say, no, we are not going to affiliate with this. And they were basically like, well, this throws a huge wrench into everything we had. And they decided that they were going to nix the whole thing, which, you know, it is what it is. It sucks for all the people that were getting ready for EVO, especially since this will be the first year in a long time without an EVO, which is just weird to think, but I think EVO Online would have been a mess anyway, so maybe we saved ourselves some serious frustration? I don't know, but either way, it sucks, and it's unfortunate to see. July 18th at 10:30 a.m. on the Kyoto Animation YouTube channel, there will be a memorial service because, of course, that marks the 1-year anniversary since the horrible arson attack at Kyoto Animation's first animation production building or whichever. So essentially, they are going to have to nix any plans of doing an in real life sort of memorial at the site of what happened and all that because of the pandemic, of course. But they decided they still want to do something, so they're going to have a little video presentation online, which is great. So if you have the ability to check in, July 18th, 10:30 a.m. Japan time. So it's going to be the 17th in America, and yeah, I think it'll be at like 9 instead, 9 p.m. So you should be able to tune into that if you want to. And, you know, that's good. Of course, I'm glad that they're doing something to memorialize it, and they're being safe about it as well. Now, additionally to that, Kyoto Animation also recently announced that they were opening up applications so that people could apply to work for Kyoto Animations of differing levels of permanence. So people could be there for temporary or very long contracts as well. They're looking for CG animators, they're looking for managers, they're looking for engineers, all this type of stuff, you know, the stuff that you would need for a production company such as this. And yeah, they're trying to get back up on their feet and start making amazing things again, which I think is very good. And I'm very proud to see Kyoto Animation standing up and being strong and trying to move on and get past all this. So bless you, Kyoto Animation. I hope that you make some amazing stuff in the future. I'm sure you will. October 16th will mark the release of Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train, which of course is the movie premiering after the events of the anime. And yeah, it would seem that Funimation and Aniplex are going to premiere this in theaters. So get yourselves ready, boys, because it's time to go do some breathing arts, water wheel, all that good stuff. That fire guy, umai, you know, he's enjoying his food or whatever. This is gonna be dope. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm not gonna get too hyped because I feel like that is gonna get moved around in release date and I don't wanna get too excited. So, you know, me and my boy Tanjiro, we gonna be out there like slice, slice, and I'm gonna be eating popcorn like crunch, crunch, if you know what I'm saying. And Nezuko's gonna be like, Oh, and just to give them a little more credit, that was announced at Funimation Con. So, good job, Funimation. You did something. I hope it's in sub, though, because I don't want to see a dub version of Kimetsu no Yaiba. The World Ends With You, the animation, got its trailer at Anime Expo Light, and it apparently will be premiering in 2021. Not quite sure what the release is going to be on that, but obviously enough. I talked about this a week ago, and the revelation that they were making the anime was pretty huge to me. But now that I've seen the actual trailer, I've got to say, I think it looks awful. Obviously enough, they were trying to capture the visual style from the game, and I think they did that, but they did it too faithfully, to a point of its own detriment. And I don't know, something about it just comes off looking incredibly cheap and just kind of gross. You guys tell me what you think. Personally, I think it looks really ugly. But that's just me. Maybe the animation will look better when they have more done. I don't know, maybe this is early. Either way, what I see here doesn't look nice to me. It just looks gross. This is kind of sad. Tokyo One Piece Tower or something like that. What is it? So the Tokyo One Piece Tower is going to be closing permanently at the end of July, which to me is kind of sad. I'm not even a big One Piece fan, but it just feels like a bit of anime history is going away. Now, the One Piece Tower was this site where you could go. They had like stage shows, they had little gaming events, they had stamp rallies, you know, you could get food there. It was just this nice little themed place that was, of course, themed after One Piece, go figure. And it was nice. It was just an interesting spot where you could go in Tokyo and enjoy all your One Piece-y goodness. It would seem that since they've been closed for a while because of the whole pandemic thing, they have looked over some stuff. They might have seen some dropping attendance rates or something like that. Maybe they're not making enough money off the place. Maybe it's costing too much to keep it open. I don't know, but they said that the most sound business decision would be that they would basically close up shop. It's sad. With that said, though, they are going to open back up briefly just before they actually close up at the end of July, July 31st, from what I understand. And they will allow people in for free to attend, but of course in limited numbers so that they can, you know, make sure that people don't get infected or whatever. And yeah, it's sad to see. It's bittersweet to see it going away. I mean, but it's great to see that they're trying to give it one last hurrah before they close. And yeah, I've never been there, but if you have a chance, go to Tokyo now if you want to check it out, because if not, it's going to be gone for good. Speaking of One Piece, though, I didn't know this, but they did a Dragon Ball Z G-Shock watch, but now they're doing a One Piece G-Shock watch, which actually looks pretty cool. I wasn't a big fan of the Dragon Ball Z one because it was just bright red, but this new One Piece one is pretty cool looking. It's a black with some white and red accents, you know, a picture of Luffy. And the face of it's really interesting in the fact that it has like his straw hat on one side and on the other side it says wanted. It's pretty cool looking, lights up in orange. It's a rather nice looking watch. There's a really cool promo for it. $250 is a little steep, but some hype beasts will pay that for a watch, and it would seem so because it's already sold out on their website. So good luck finding it if that was your thing. Yokai Gakuen Y Gakuen Seikatsu is, of course, the newest yokai watch series and game and all that good stuff, but that specific title is actually the game, the newest game. And that's going to be coming out for the Switch later this year. So it will see its release on Switch August 13th with a PlayStation release soon to follow. They haven't nailed down a specific date, but that will follow shortly afterward. I'm excited for this, but the problem is that since it's a Yokai Watch game, this is the Japanese release, so we probably won't see it for another 5 years, so fingers crossed. This one's really interesting. Production IG, which is a company that I love, they've been behind quite a few amazing anime, such as Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, among many others, are actually going to be collaborating with Adult Swim, of all people, to create an anime. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what it's going to be. They haven't said much, but they said that they will premiere the details about it at the Digital Comic-Con event. Now that should be July 22nd to 26th. So we'll figure out then what exactly it is. And to be honest, I have no idea what to expect. Production IG producer Rui Kuroki has said basically that this is something that Production IG has never worked on before. This is work that they've never done. Like, I guess maybe this kind of collaboration, I don't know, maybe if the genre or whatever is something that they haven't delved into before, but I'm interested to see what it might be. It could be really interesting, especially with Production IG behind it. Maybe it's some kind of weird, edgy comedy, who knows, but could be very exciting. Japanese arcades will be hosting a Megaman VR experience. Rockman VR Neawareta Virtual World, or Rockman aimed at the virtual world, or Megaman aimed at the virtual world. I don't know what to think about this. This is weird. There's gonna be this thing where you can apparently put on Dr. Light's VR goggles and fight Dr. Wily in some sort of a VR experience. It sounds cool. It's at the Capcom Plaza or something like that in Ikebukuro. Plaza Capcom at Q Plaza in Ikebukuro. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's going to start up July 18th, and apparently it will be based around Mega Man 11, which is one that I've yet to play yet, despite being a huge Mega Man fan. So I don't know what to think, but it's interesting to see, I guess. Oh yes, Osomatsu-san is getting a 3rd season of its anime this October. That's awesome. The previous seasons came out in 2015 and the 2nd season came out in 2017. So it's been 3 years since we've seen any new Osomatsu-san. I love Osomatsu-san. It's a really hilarious show. I actually went to the Osomatsu-san cafe the first time I went to Japan, and this was completely by chance. The director, the script supervisor, the writer, and of course all of the voice actors for the 6-tuplets, or however it's called, the 6 main boys, are all coming back. So these are all, of course, incredibly important people from the first seasons, which is great because it should still have some of the same feel. There are some new names in the mix, but I think when your producer and writers and all that are the people that are coming back, we should be able to expect more of the same, which was great. So good on them. Okay, so I normally record this on Tuesday to upload on Wednesday, but I got an update today that I could not ignore. Kana Hanazawa and Kensho Ono announced that they will be getting married. Kana Hanazawa is actually my favorite female voice actor of all time. She has lent her voice to so many characters that I absolutely love, and she makes some great music as well. I don't know much about Kensho Ono, but he has done quite a bit of stuff of which I wasn't familiar with, but he's another pretty high-profile voice actor as well. The two of them have been dating since 2017, and they've announced that they will officially be getting married. It's pretty adorable in their announcement on Twitter. They both said really cute stuff about one another. Ono said that Hanazawa is a person that he can respect, that she's passionate about her work and is always cheerful and makes him happy when they're together, and she has many qualities that he does not possess. While Hanazawa wrote that Ono is a person that can make life more fun no matter what the occasion. She's a worrywart, and he gives her the courage while being very kind. This is all so wholesome and really adorable, and it's so crazy to see that at 31 she's finally getting married, but the good thing is that they do similar work, so they should have a pretty decent time going onward with their careers, and I'm just happy to see that they're happy, so congratulations. And the final story is a little strange. Somebody decided to mod their Animal Crossing New Horizons to take off all of the clothes from their cat villagers specifically. I don't quite know why, but it's interesting all the same, I guess. The footage shows a bunch of naked cat characters walking around, where to be completely honest, there's other characters that don't really wear clothes in Animal Crossing. They're kind of optional. But yeah, it's kind of funny to see. Most notably is the orange cat, who is a navel orange, potentially, because he has a cute little navel, which looks like one of his many little seed dots on his head. This is hilarious. It's super cute. Kind of weird, but just kind of funny at the same time, because it's innocent enough. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. If you want to subscribe, please make sure to do so. That helps the channel. Like the video as well. That really helps. And commenting and telling me what your favorite story was is another thing that really, really helps as well, because then we can keep talking back and forth. With that said, why don't you watch the video? I'm linking on screen. You can click that. Even if you've seen it, you click it, and it does help the channel. I'm going to slap that inkling onto the floor. And yeah, I'll see you guys with a figure review this weekend. But until then, stay in school.